Bob Casey wants open borders, which means crime. If they pour in by the millions, that's, I guess, okay. I don't get it. We're going to start to get very nasty over the wall. You know, the Democrats, anything I want, they want to oppose.
President Trump last night going after the Democrat Bob Casey while stumping for Congressman Lou Barletta in Pennsylvania, not backing down on his threat of a government shutdown if he does not get the boost in border spending, including money for the long-touted border wall. Brandon Judd, President of the National Border Patrol Council. Sir, how are you? And welcome back here on America's Newsroom. What do you think about that threat? What do you think about the possibility of getting nasty, quote unquote?
He's being the leader that everybody expected him to be. Those people that voted for President Trump, they expected him to be out in front on these issues, and that's exactly what he's doing, which is going to make those people happy. But what we have to look at is we're looking at the safety of the American public. Even hardcore liberals in Chicago are now saying crime is way too much, we've got to suppress the crime, and that normally starts at the border. We've got to secure our border in order to secure the safety of the American public.
I don't know how much you want to dive into politics, but do you think a shutdown's a good idea on this issue?
I do. I would absolutely 100% support a shutdown, and I'm a federal employee. It will affect me. It will affect my family. But I can tell you that without border security, we just don't have the safety and security. When I was a little kid growing up, my parents had no problem letting me walk a mile away to go to the park. Today, parents just don't let that happen because they're too worried about crime in the United States. Crime's got to stop. We have to look at this issue. We have to take this issue seriously. And a wall in strategic locations will help us secure the border.
Well, he referred to the current construction that's ongoing. I think the number he used was $1.6 billion in allotted funding. And we've heard that number before. If that's the case, what is happening on the border with that money? What is happening with the construction?
So the construction is starting in San Diego, California, and what we're doing is we're extending the walls again in the strategic locations, but we're also reinforcing the old fences that have been torn through. Criminal organizations will bring up welding torches and cut through these antiquated fences, and so we're reinforcing that. So we're doing a lot of the infrastructure that is necessary. That again, it all circles back to what is the purpose, and the purpose is to control the illegal flow of all of the illicit narcotics, all of the illegal aliens, and the criminals like the MS-13s. We're working on keeping them out of our country.
So you're saying this is happening right now. How much more would it take to get the job done in the way that you think is sufficient?
Well, if you look at what he's requesting, when he's requesting the $25 billion, I don't know that we necessarily need $25 billion, but we definitely need, around $5–10 billion. We've got to look at the specific locations where walls are going to help us control the traffic, dictate where illegal crossings take place. And if we can dictate that, we can then be successful, and we can once and for all secure the border. I've been a Border Patrol agent for 21 years, and this debate rages year in and year out.
Just last point on that, I don't know how much support he's ever going to get from Democrats. I'm not so sure how much support he's getting from Republicans. Last word on that.
In fact, it's not just a Democrat issue. It is a Republican issue. If you look at Paul Ryan has never supported the president in this particular issue. It seems like the Democrats want voters and the Republicans want cheap labor. And the Border Patrol agents are caught in the middle. And that's not a good place to be in.
Brandon Judd, thank you. We'll see what progress we make in time. Thank you for your time today. Have a great weekend.